Hello, I just had some cards fall out of a pack when I was actually searching for a certain book in my bookshelf, and these cards fell out of the pack, and my clairvoyance one actually had lipstick all over it because my son had gotten to it. I'm not the tidiest person, but my son had gotten to the lipstick. And as I cleaned it all off, I realised it was clairvoyance. And it says, I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. And I feel like the lipstick, having to clean it off as I had to clean it, was like wiping away certain things in my life I didn't need in my life, and clearing things in my life too, and wiping away certain energy. It was a symbol of that. And let me just tell you a little background is I have been having psychic attacks lately, and I've had a lot of scary stuff go on. I even had some things thrown at me by ghosts. And I don't want to go on too much about it, but what Archangel Raziel said here, in fact all of the cards, I found were quite comforting in the fact that I'm going through this sort of turmoil in my life at the moment. So we have clairvoyance says your clairvoyance may come in different forms as fleeting mental images in your mind's eye, as dreams, as recurring sights in the physical world, as auras and energy, or as inspirational experiences. All of the facets of clairvoyance are beautiful and varied. Enjoy and trust them. Hold the intention of seeing only love, and that is what you'll see. Working with Archangel Raziel's aura holds all the colours of the rainbow like a beautiful prism of light. Working with clear quartz crystal magnifies clairvoyance and helps you feel closer to Raziel. I'd been feeling kind of scared, and I sort of channeled some thoughts sent to me by the angels or by God recently, where it said I need to ignore and move away from lower entities and energies, and I need to just concentrate on the love and just sort of stick with the love. I might actually tell you some of the things that it said in my book, because I wrote it all down when I had these thoughts, so I might tell you that a bit later. Sorry, I go on and on, don't I? The next one is peace. Archangel Chamuel, or it might be Shamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. So basically, the feeling I got from this card is to discard all the BS in your life. You know, discard anything that is superfluous, anything that you don't need, and remember that that's not what you need to focus on. Love is more important. Love is what you need to focus on. The reading for that card is look past the surface of this situation and see the underlying truth, that everyone involved is a child of God filled with love. By focusing upon this truth, you elicit loving behaviour and solutions. Even though appearances may seem otherwise, trust that a higher wisdom is in charge. Love is the only power that exists, and I'm always saying that to people, and its light shines away any seeming darkness. Hold the intention to look for examples of this light within yourself and others, and you'll have more light in your mind, heart, thoughts, and life. This knowledge is the foundation of peace. And it says, working with Archangel Chamuel, when you wish to feel more centered, calm, and peaceful, call upon Chamuel. He is the Archangel of personal and global peace. He's very kind, loving, and sweet, and he'll evolve a pleasant feeling of excitement when he works with you. Know that Chamuel sees your true qualities and loves you unconditionally. So that's that one. The next one I'll look at here that also fell out of the pack is Gifts from God. It is Archangel Sandalphon. Now, I've had Archangel Sandalphon's name actually come into my head quite a few times lately, so I knew that at some point I would be working with Archangel Sandalphon. Thank you very much. It says, we angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. Again, that's another thing that always comes to me is you have to know that if you want to receive gifts from God, if you want help from God, you have to basically let it in, you know, and open your arms to it. Now, I'm not saying to open your arms to negative energies. Be careful of that. But to open your arms to positive things, like prayer. If all else fails and you don't know what to turn to and you're afraid of certain things, or you think things, you don't know where to go, prayer. Prayer is good in that sense, but you have to, you know, give permission for the angels to help you and thank God and count your blessings, and that's what I believe, all those sorts of things. And Archangel Sandalphon says, heaven is expansive and ever increasing. One of the ways in which heaven expands is through giving and sending love continuously. This love is sent your way in many forms, and your only task is to be willing to receive. Right now, the answers to your prayers await your willing receptivity. Open your arms to these gifts. Your Creator wills that you be happy, healthy, secure, and that all your needs will be provided. Release any fears to receiving to me, he says. And that's the thing, like I was saying before, I need to release negative entity emotions and fears and all that sort of thing. I need to release them to God. Ignore that sort of thing and focus on the love, focus on the positive. So allowing to receive gifts of God, help from God, and then he will. Working with Archangel Sandalphon. One of Sandalphon's principal roles is to deliver and answer our prayers. Sandalphon says that every prayer is heard and answered, although the answer may come in a different form than we expect. All prayers are of equal importance in heaven, and there are plenty of angels to help everyone on earth. Plenty of angels, okay? Don't feel like you're burdening them. That's their job. That's what they're there for. And I don't believe that God would make so many humans that the angels couldn't handle it, you know. I think it's all balanced out the way God wanted it to be. Call upon Sandalphon when you need help in allowing yourself to receive. So even though some of this is about my personal, what I'm going through, I know lots of people out there are going through the same thing. And that is my hope, that doing this reading is going to help lots of other people out there as well. So, and that's another reason why I really enjoy doing this, especially when I'm feeling connected and inspired. The next card is Angel Therapy, and don't forget to thank your angels for all of their help, and after this reading I will be doing so. Angel Therapy. Archangel Raphael, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. Okay? Now this has actually helped me a lot in my life. Okay, so the Angel Therapy says, have you asked us angels for help with your situation? We can only help if you give us permission, which again was something I was saying before. Right now, close your eyes and take a deep cleansing breath. Then mentally call upon your guardian angels and the archangels to help you. Don't outline how you want to be helped. Just tell us what situation you'd like help with. Most important, be open to receiving help as it comes to you. The help might be in the form of a hunch, an intuitive idea, or a direct intervention. Often I get help in the form of thoughts. For me, sometimes I find that to be one of the strongest ways to get help, although I have had quite a bit of clairaudience lately and I've actually heard things. But it took a very long time and a lot of practice for my clairaudience to suddenly start coming up. Before that it was thoughts, you know. So I think work with whatever you seem to find easiest.
If you receive any repetitive guidance, it's important that you follow it. Okay, so if anything is repetitive, keeps happening, especially I got told by a lady, if it happens in threes, pay attention to that, okay? Working with Archangel Raphael, ask Raphael to surround anything needing healing with his emerald green aura. The crystals that are aligned with Raphael's healing energy are emeralds and malachite, okay? So you may wish to work with emeralds and malachite. It's funny, I read on the next page there's something about Archangel Samuel to do with Beloved One. I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So remember I mentioned the Archangel Samuel before in the Peace card?
He does also help, apparently, with relationships as well. So there's a little tidbit of information that might be useful to you. If you're having problems with your relationship, you can turn to Archangel Samuel as well for that. Anyway, I'm really grateful for this reading, and I find it to be really positive, and personally I find it to be exactly what I needed right now in my life, and I usually do find that they are. But I think it always helps to have a prayer or a positive energy before doing a card reading. Maybe even cleanse yourself before doing a card reading. These cards are from Doreen Virtue. They are the Archangel Oracle cards. And I was just looking through the book also. I don't know if perhaps like me you might also be inspired by artwork of this beautiful artwork on these beautiful cards. And I don't know about you, but I'm also very inspired. It says cover illustration by Marius Michael George. So yeah, I think it's just beautiful. Anyway, I think I've talked long enough. I'll probably have to cut it down a bit. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope this has been some help to you. If you're going through things, there is a lady called 916 Suns. She is also on YouTube, and she does like 8 or 9 videos all covering psychic attack. So if you want a bit more help with that, and I'm sure there's probably other videos that even I've seen on YouTube as well about how to help against things like that. I say positivity and love and prayer, they've helped me immensely. And clearing your chakras. I clear my chakras every day, or at least I try to unless I got busy, but during the daytime and in the sun. So I find that to be very important and very helpful. And just ignore the dark entities if you have to. Just don't let them in. And 916 Suns, her name is Rose, and she's on YouTube, and she does about 8 videos on psychic attack. So Google her if you're having problems like I have been having problems. And I think I'm starting to get through it and also get a bit braver too. Well, must go. One of my kids is here, so goodbye.
When the darkness comes, why don't we treat it like a friend? Then we'll both be glad to see the night, and we'll be hoping it's never